Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lovers Society with me, Gert Retief. And tonight we are looking at a Bunnahabhain, and it is a Bunnahabhain Stiuireadair. Who would not, if you look at the spelling of this Stiuireadair, of course it's unpronounceable. I also struggled with it a little bit, so I did a bit of digging, and they tell me it means a helmsman or coxswain, or the person that steers a boat. It's called Stiuireadair. So actually quite easy to pronounce, but of course when you see it in the writing, not so easy. So it is a core range from the Bunnahabhain distillery. It is unchill filtered. It is a natural color. It is matured in first and second fill sherry casks. So I'm looking forward to have a little bit of a sherry bomb. And it's bottled at 46.3% ABV. Quite cheap, around €35 for a bottle. So affordable or a budget dram. So enough on the distillery. On the nose. Cheers. Well, definitely big sherry influence. So a lot of dark sherry notes coming through. So what I immediately pick up, and it is quite similar to other sherry whiskies that I have, is a little bit of a rubber note, or the air that is inside a rubber tube. When you deflate it, you get a little bit of a funky air coming out. Now this is quite similar for me. So you get in the beginning, as soon as you pour it, you get that a little bit of a rubber note. And I think that is most relevant to a Pedro M&S cask. I'm not sure if I do say a sherry cask, but they don't say which type of sherry. But I have a nice bottle of Dutch whiskey, and it's got a very strong tire taste, nose to it, and it's very similar to that, but not so strong. So a little bit of an influence. It's not unpleasant, but that's just something that immediately comes to mind when I give this one a nose. But over time, it doesn't last long. If you give it a little bit of time in a glass, that slowly disappears, and you're just left with a sweet aromas, Christmas cake type of aromas, raisins coming out, a little bit of dates coming out, a little bit of a nutty flavors coming out as well. Maybe like a toasted almond type of nut. I also get a grilled peach. When you cut the peach in half, open it up, take the pips out, and you put it on a grill. That caramelized sugars on a grill. Very pleasant. And then a little chocolate covered raisins. It's really nice. And it reminds me a little bit of a cigar malt. Similar to the one from Tom & Dell, or even similar to the one from the Delmo range. So in that type of fashion. Really nice. On the taste, cheers. It's so pleasant. It is very sweet. It's a light spice nip on the tongue from the alcohol. But it just covers your mouth with all the dried fruits that's in it. Caramel, dark chocolate, raisins. It is fantastic. And then I get a hint of a oakiness coming in as well, but quite pleasant. Even the taste, it's got a little bit of a Pedro M&S sherry note in it. So I could be totally wrong. It probably is. But for me, that's definitely got a big Pedro M&S noses and taste in it. and a little bit of a salted caramel. I'll try to find a picture of it, but yeah, they sell caramel sweets with grains of salt on it. Very pleasant. Mm, quite sweet. And now a little bit, every time I try it, it's a little bit more oak, but I think it's necessary just to break down all the sweetness of it. And a little bit of a nuttiness coming out on the taste as well. Oh, this is really nice. In the end, I get a hint of a sour note. It just makes it so nice. It goes from the sweet and all the fruity flavors, a little toffee notes coming out, a little bit of vanilla actually also coming out now. And then you get a little bit of a oakiness coming out and a hint of a sweetness. So it's like a little bit of a journey that you go through. So my thoughts on this one. I think it is something that I would enjoy, especially over this cold winter time period. Something that I would enjoy over the Christmas period. It's a lot of Christmas cake in a glass as well. Um, in the beginning, you need to get a little bit used to that tire smell that I get. But remember to leave it a little bit in a glass. Maybe add a drop or two of water if you want. I'm not going to add water to this one. For me, it is perfect. I don't need extra water. So really nice one. I will definitely, if you like sweet whiskies, you like something that's a little bit stronger, I think this is one is definitely for you. Go out, go buy it. Let me know what you think about it. Have you tried it before? Leave a comment. Remember to like and subscribe. And I see you next time. Cheers.